I'm Léoni, and today I'm gonna have Theo surprise me because I like almost everything with my hair, so he can do whatever he wants because I trust his creativity.
Okay, will you turn around to show them your current hairstyle? So this is what I have to work with. Okay, thank you very much. Let's start on you. Hello friends on YouTube, got myself a surprise haircut. Now I start with beautiful cape. And of course, like always, with protection, make photos in front so I can see which fall on the hair there is and what the hair does. I have of course some short parts and longer parts, but when I wet it I can see of course what's beneath it. She has a beautiful skull. The neckline is more in the center, but what I can see when I watch the first time, this goes totally flat. So when I make more line into the neckline, I get more volume on the back because this by the crown area a bit more flat. Gonna work with a lighter color, so I light it up so she has more body and more frame because her hair is very fine and very smooth, and when I make it lighter it gets more body and more power and it holds the products better. But that's what I'm going to start about. I start as always with wetting the hair. Now she loves short hair, that I know already. And her partner also loves short hair. And I also love short hair. I really like short hair on women. And when you want to have the long hair, you can always put on a wig. Stink. So watch the lines. Gonna work in an underline. So work also in this line. So I part it in the way the skull lines are. Get this aside. And start in this line, in the underline. Start what I told you in the neckline, lifting up in the line of a beautiful skull. Start this line scissor over comb. This because it's fine hair, and when I do this with a clipper it will be that short that it's come too near to the skin. And in my imagine she's already blonde, so then I have no hair left. And that's why. Follow all the natural lines. Hold my comb in the line of the eyebrow bone and the chin line. En we mogen tussendoor gewoon Nederlands praten.
Yeah.
And when we talk in between, we talk Dutch to each other. We are in the Netherlands.
Even though I can speak some English too, I lived in America for a couple of years.
And how was that?
It was
quite an experience.
Yes, that. First I went for 1 year, which was an exchange program, and I had so much fun.
Yeah.
Met some great people, and we worked from like 2 p.m. until like 10, 11 p.m. So afternoon shifts, evening shifts. And after that we always went to a bar or someone's house and we had a great time.
Party time.
Yes, a lot of party time.
Americans can do this.
Yes. And made a lot of friends during that first year. And then I went back to the Netherlands, worked here for a couple of years, but I kept visiting my friends. And kept missing them. And I was like, 1 year in America is not enough to really fully experience the American lifestyle.
No.
So I actually decided to, when I went on vacation, to ask around for some jobs, and actually got offered a job on a visa. And that way I could spend 3 to 6 years in the US, and I was thinking, well, that should be long enough to really get to know the life.
Yeah, to see the stars and stripes.
Yes.
And all the lining of it.
Yes. The good and the bad and the ugly.
Yeah. I only went to Florida,
Mm-hmm.
and I really liked it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And we met also American people,
Yeah.
also who know me from YouTube.
Ah, nice.
So after the exhibition, we went with them every evening. It was nice.
Mm-hmm.
And everything is huge in America.
It is.
I never saw so many hairdressers at one place.
I bet. I remember the very first time I went out for dinner in the state. I lived in Massachusetts, and the first time we went for dinner it was 3 European girls. I was one of them, and we're at the restaurant, and we got this huge glass of soda.
Oh yeah.
And you know, I'm raised with you have to finish everything on your plate, and you have to finish your drink before you leave a restaurant. So I was working so hard in finishing that drink, and then when I finally finished it, the waiter came back and refilled my glass, and I'm like, no, I cannot finish another glass like this.
You put it upside down.
Yes. Well, then an American told us like you don't have to finish it, and make sure you always leave a bit so they don't refill your glass.
In between, it's becoming 12 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
My beautiful clock.
Yes.
It's an Oma clock. We wait in silence. Amen.
So where in Florida did you go for the
Orlando.
Orlando? Yeah.
I didn't went to all the party things because I don't like it at all.
Mm-hmm.
We went to the crocodile farm.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
That was so strange. We came there with the car. We had to drive about an hour, and we didn't met anybody on the streets because they're totally empty over days time.
Yeah.
And then we came there, and I told my staff member, I was with the staff member, I already know this. And it was such a strange thing. So we went to the gates, and then I told her he would be a crocodile of wood.
Oh.
And there was a crocodile of wood, but I didn't know where I know this from because I never was there.
Yeah.
But then, in a split second, I told myself, it's from James Bond.
Yeah. So you recognize
Yeah,
it
and we
from
didn't feed the crocodiles because the Americans always feed crocodiles, and not a bit. So, but do you like it? I like it, but also not.
Mm-hmm.
Driving on the highway, I find also an experience.
With the huge trailer trucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They fly by.
Yes. I had a pretty small car for American standards, and it's scary to drive around in a small car with all the big trucks and the big SUVs.
In the meantime, I come to the sides, of course. In the meantime, I come to the side, and I want to free this also a bit. So I come into the lines of her hair, but still want to have some hair on this side, but a lot shorter and more in line with her skull lines. The line I connect on is the eyebrow bone. But of course, in the sideburns, I go in the chin line. But America is beautiful to be.
It is. It's. I got the chance to travel east to west coast once, and nature and everything. It's beautiful.
Yeah, but it's also large.
Yes. Yeah, it took.
And we go here to the woods. In an hour, you are out of the woods.
Yes. I remember my friends telling me, the soccer field of our children is like down the street. And I'm like, down the street, there's no soccer field. And they're like, well, no, you have to take a left turn and a right turn, and then you cross over there. And I'm like,
you
that's
drive
not.
100
You drive like 15 minutes. I'm like, that's not down the street.
No. In the Netherlands, it's far.
Yes, you're on the other side of town.
You take a car.
Yeah, it's an interesting country.
Show you how I connect to the back, of course, in the meantime.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, we are used to drive on the right side of the road, especially when we are not, knowing what's going to happen. But in America, you're on the wrong side. You can better take lane 2, because all the traffic, wants to push you off the highway.
Yeah.
I found that a bit scary.
I actually, in America, it wasn't so hard for me, but my boyfriend and I went to Scotland recently, and then you really drive on the other side of the road, and that was nerve-wracking for me.
But you first take a drink.
I'm very glad he didn't, because he was mostly driving.
I know the feeling. We went to London, and when we came with plane, of course, and then we took a taxi, and I was so glad we had a taxi to our hotel, because I would have to drive that way. Nah, that's not me. I was already scared in the taxi.
Yes.
Because I sit on the place where I normally sit.
Yes, and then you have the traffic coming towards you, and you're not used to it. Yeah.
And you think, oh, we're going the wrong way.
Yes.
And I look a lot at a series of the police in England, and then you see all the crazy people there.
Yes.
So you think everybody in is crazy.
They're all crazy.
There, but that's not true, of course. But what you see on TV, they are all crazy.
Yes. Yeah, because, well, I kind of understand, because watching normal people on TV can maybe be a bit boring, although I would like to see more normal people, because
me too.
then I wouldn't feel so weird myself, because I think almost everybody is, themselves.
Yeah.
And what is normal?
I never saw one. That's normal. Only me.
Yeah.
Now, come to the natural lines. Take up, hold my fingers into her skull bone line. And connect the line on top on this. Give it a slight graduation, so I'm certain that I have a beautiful fall on there. And I want to make a hairstyle she can do a lot with.
I like that.
Yeah. One hairstyle is always boring.
Agree.
So now I have a perfect line in a wonderful fall over the skull lines. Do you see this? So now I can come to the short side, because she has already have a short side. So we'll do this first. And I'm gonna explain what I think about it also.
Very curious.
Now, what I mostly not do is go this high up, because when you go this high up, you get a flat thing, because now you see this is more sticking out than that. So I have to have this length to give it a beautiful shape. So I can make this a lot shorter, but I have to leave this on the line. When you go this high up, you have to be aware of that, because the shapes, I'm normally laying a little bit more down, and then you have a better shape, because you take all the bone structures of the skull into the hairstyle, and then you get a better fall on that. Amen. Again. So what I told you, go in. Use my comb. In the other lines I can use a clipper if I like. So gently work up to the line I think I have to go. Take a little bit off the front, so give it a turn. And there's a slight bending in this part.
finding me the way. And see that I connect on the line that's laying on top. And how was Scotland?
Beautiful.
Yeah, silence.
Yes, and the roughness of the mountains, and yeah, at certain points it seemed like we're almost on the moon.
Yeah. Home alone on the moon.
Yes. Yeah, and it was really exciting for me because we have a camper van, but it's kind of like a big truck, and I wasn't allowed to drive it. I had to get my driver's license, which I got right before we left.
Oh.
So this was the first time I actually was able to try to drive the truck.
Yeah.
But it was a bad idea to do that on the left side of the road, on very small roads. But it was fun too. It was a great experience too.
Yeah, and mostly the people there have more time.
Yes, they do. They were so nice about it.
Gently, yeah.
Yeah.
They drive there, they take the time so you can do things.
Yes.
When you come in the Netherlands, they never have time for you.
No.
They push you off the road, they say.
Yes, they will.
For even 2 seconds.
Yes. And there were plenty of roads in Scotland that I didn't even dare to drive because it was so small, and it was hills and turns everywhere. And then my boyfriend was driving a lot. But even then, because it was such a big truck, so cars couldn't pass, but people would just wait.
Yeah.
They're not honking their horns, they're not doing anything, they just wait.
Yeah, nice.
All the time in the world.
Yeah, the same as La Gomera.
Yeah.
That's the same.
True.
People wait for you, even if you talk for a half hour with somebody on the street. They wait. And you give them a hand kiss and they smile. It's wonderful.
Yeah, your brother lives there, right?
Yeah. He still does.
Ah. Do you go there often?
No. I've been only once. Because I don't have that much time as he has. But I'm going back in May next year. And I have a new working thing for them.
Ah.
So work something out. So I wonder if it will work. But when it does, I'm gonna make holiday homes.
Oh, really?
Small ones. And we invest for the money that takes to rebuild them. My brother and his friends will rebuild.
Yeah.
The owner of the land will be still the owner of the land and the house. But everybody gets a part of the percentage.
Yeah.
30%.
Nice.
So some parts will keep it on top condition. The owner will have more, how do I call this? More worth for the community, because they had already people coming by, but now it's gone because there is no cruise ship laying on the harbor. So I bring back life into that village.
Yeah, because La Gomera is one of the islands that get a bit less tourism.
No, they have
Well,
have tourism, but they all go to the happy islands, the happy parts.
Yeah.
So that's where all the people go. In connection to the line, there I go to the back because I have to work out the underlines. So I put the head a bit to the front. Work out only the underline.
But it's such a great plan because you provide work to people, you provide more income for everyone, you put the town on the map.
I think it's a beautiful plan because I thought about this when I went down the stairs to see my brother for the first time. I saw the little houses.
Yeah.
I saw that they were collapsed. And then I had this idea before I even saw my brother.
Wow. So it was like a vision.
Yeah. So I'm gonna give that to La Gomera.
Nice.
And who knows how large it will be.
Yeah.
because I saw many more little houses. But the nice thing is when you have a house like that and you can go there for a month or 2 months, it's so nice, quiet, and you have such a beautiful life there. Where you don't have to pay for that. Yeah, you can live like God.
Yes. Yeah.
And everybody respects everybody. That's also nice.
It is. 6 of the islands. We only missed El Hierro.
Yeah.
And people were so friendly.
Yeah.
It was like at one point, I think it was on Fuerteventura, I think. And you could see it was a very poor town, but this man stopped us and he's like, come in, come have a coffee, come have a drink here.
Yeah, it costs nothing, almost nothing.
Yeah, and he just wanted advice because he was getting solar panels for his house, and he's like, I see solar panels on your camper, so can you tell me how you did it, and maybe I can learn from you, and if you want to stay here for a night, then you can stay here. It's
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are very helpful. We had the same with the taxi driver that drove us to my brother. But that you can see on all my videos, because when you put in La Gomera, you can see 3 videos that's just about this adventure we had, because my daughter made the video. So now I'm all around, so I now have a total better shape. So now I come to the upper hair. Hair up, take it up in the line. Watch the connection line on the front. Give it the line into the lines of a skull. The more I come to the back, the shorter of course the line is. Sometimes for me it's hard to tarp on the hair because I have of course a lot of lighting. Sometimes I see too much light. So I'm like a blind man cutting hair. Blinded by the light. That's a beautiful song.
It is.
To make sure if she's going to swim, leave the front out of it. Start at the line. At the front, lay the hair over the short line. Take it to the line. This line I connect on that line. So I start on the back. And what sticks out, I take off. Go gently to the front. So even when the hair flips to this side, it's still a hairstyle. Take hair on it. Give it the bending it needs. Again in the line of the chin line. Give a twist on the line where the front and the back comes together. So now I have a nice hairstyle that I can do a lot with. But here she can play with. It always stays in a good style. And what I told you, the back will have, of course, this volume, but also see the way it travels into the lines of a beautiful skull. So, yeah, better than this it will not be. Start with color. Okay, color bleach there. Made the bleach on 9%, that's 30 volume. Put in step 1 of the glint line. Take a black bleach and a silver bleach. And by putting in step 1 of the glint line, I don't have the damp of ammonia, and the process will be cooler. So it's not a total warm experience. When you have a warm bleach, that mostly damages the hair, but also irritates the skin a lot. Ik formulier dat het voor minderheden mogelijk was om te scholen in de kapperzak, maar er ging er nog één lampje aan. Want ik was vanaf mijn 12e al seksueel actief, want ik had een vriendinnetje van 15 en die woonde bij een gescheiden vader. En die had seksboekjes en die had zij ontdekt.
Oh ja.
En zij was 15, dus ze moest dan toch een piemeltje hebben en dat was die van mij. Maar ik heb nooit geen negatief gevolg van gehad, het was gewoon alleen maar heel spannend.
En dus dat is heel grappig. Dus op een gegeven moment, ik was dus, moest gaan solliciteren. Dus ik ging naar de beste kapper hier in Nijmegen. En ik kom daar binnenlopen en zij zegt, wat wil u meneer? Ik had op mijn blonde krullen, ik was echt een jonge god. Mijn lichaam was echt poepsterk. Ik deed turnen, schoonspringen, motocrossen, discodansen ieder weekend.
Ja.
Dus mijn lichaam was echt een sterk. Ik had net de Schouwburg geïsoleerd. Nou, daar ben je 2,5 maand gaat aan het boren. Dus zo sterk was ik en ik sta er aan die balie en daar komt meneer Bob aan in de jurk. Ik was vlug op buiten als Bob in de balie. Maar toen dacht ik in één keer aan dat formulier en aan wat mijn pap zei, bijna alle kappers zijn homo. Dus heb ik de ANCO gebeld. Ik zei, hoeveel procent van de kappersbestand is mannelijk? Dat was 8%. En er was 3/10 hetero van. Binnen een week zat ik via een speciale regeling rechtstreeks geschreven aan de minister in Eindhoven op school. En een week later stond ik in het station al te knippen. Dus zo snel is dat gegaan. Ik ben nooit gestopt. Een jaar later was ik al vakbekwaam-kapper, dames en herenvak. En schoonheidsspecialist ben ik ook nog.
Fantastisch.
Now all the bleach on her hair. Lay it a little bit open, so have even a little bit more air into it. She sometimes put folies over it and then you put all the heat into the scalp. Leave it. Get it away from the scalp. That's much better. Take a cotton wick, like I always do. Clean a little bit the skin. Lay it over the contour line. This is only to prevent that the bleach coming in contact with plastic foil and then it heats up because it's plastic on bleach and I don't like that. It gives also space between the plastic foil and the bleach. And I can already see the hair lighting up. And still no damping. On the short lines I lay also a little bit. It's almost Christmas and it's autumn time, you see it on the spider on my breast. Close this, we go for a coffee or tea. And you just stay there because we're certainly back to show you yourself. Tell you afterwards how long it took to get her into the ultralight colors. So, don't go away. Hello. She switched off and we're back. After 30 minutes, rinse it out. Give a little bit warm, but not very heated up. So the rest would go a little bit further than what it does normally. But the irritation on the skin is not available, because he has not. Ruikt het lekker, hè?
Ja, ruikt hier.
Now I'm going to blow dry the hair using a medium brush. My latest blow dryer. This one you can see the heat that you're using on the outside. Je moet goed opletten, maar dan moet je wel zelf opnemen.
Ja, daar ben ik al naar aan het kijken.
Ik kan de hele productie nog vervullen. Dat scheelt. Ja, verder dat je dat meteen kan. Dat is wel leuk.
Ja.
Heel oefenen.
Dat wordt heel veel oefenen. Ja.
Maar oefenen is leuk. So far blow drying, I always do because I really like the product. Take Goldwell Crystal Turn a little bit and take Spider. Why, I don't know why I take Spider. It's a glint product. Dat doet hij altijd. This I mix together take it in the palm of my hands and then bring it all over my hands, because my restovers always stays on the outside. So I have a little bit product in the inside, but most product on the outside. And the beautiful thing of this product is you can go through the hair, play with the hair. God, zo ruik je lekker. Je ruikt heel dat lekker, dat parfumetje. She smells so lovely.
Actually, thanks to one of my co-workers who introduced me to it.
And that's why all the men are waiting on the hall.
Yes.
And here on the side of you, they're all men waiting there on the side.
Yeah.
They all want to marry you.
In my beautiful bride's dress.
Yeah. Take a soft hairspray. And I hardly use any hard hairsprays because I don't like hard hairsprays. Because I think the hair must be playful and also movable. But she is gonna marry, how do you call this in English?
I'm not sure.
We can live together and register that.
Yeah.
That's the way it is. So you don't marry the guy, but and a future friend to live with. That's also here. He can always say no, of course, and I take her with me. Now, thank her for being my model. Thank you, of course, for watching. She will turn around and show you the end result. We see each other, of course, next video. Bye bye. Mooi rondje eruit gaat.
I love it. I'm Léoni, and today I'm gonna have Theo surprise me because I like almost everything with my hair, so he can do whatever he wants because I trust his creativity.
Okay, will you turn around to show them your current hairstyle? So this is what I have to work with. Okay, thank you very much.